Welcome back to the Beyond the Backboard Podcast, another special episode of 2 Minute Drill. My name is Omar. Next to me are my two beautiful co-hosts, Max, Earl, and Jay. Today, we're going to be talking about basically how the hell the Golden State Warriors are going to continue on the playoff journey here without Steph Curry. Steph Curry is out till Game 6 with a hamstring injury, I believe. Max, pick it up right here. 2 minutes start now.
The one thing that I think Golden State has going for them is the fact that we saw in that first round, they were able to win Game 3 against the Rockets, a crucial Game 3 without Jimmy Butler. So we've seen them be able, to step up with one of their two top guys injured. Obviously, in that case, it was Steph playing and Butler on the sideline, but they stepped up, proved they could do it. In Game 2, their first full game without Curry, they got off to a very slow start, but they came back. Buddy Hield, Jimmy Butler, Pat Spencer even giving him some minutes. So they got back in that game, but ultimately, obviously, not enough to overcome Minnesota. So do I think Golden State can win this series? Yes. I think it's just a matter of staying afloat right now. I mean, it's 1-1, going to Golden State. You have to hope that playoff Jimmy can show up for just one of these two games. If you can just get one and go back to Minnesota 2-2, maybe you can rush Steph Curry back for Game 5, but if you can't and you're really thinking Game 6 is the target, at least if you go back 2-2, Minnesota can't close you out at home in Game 5. At the very worst, you're going back to Golden State for Game 6 down 3-2 and a hopefully healthy-ish Steph Curry. So I think that's got to be Golden State's prerogative. They're very lucky they won Game 1 on the road. That's huge for their hopes. They have to win one in Golden State. If they go to Minnesota down 3-1 and Curry cannot come back and play that game, it's going to be over in 5, 100%. They have one of these two games, preferably Game 3, but they have to wait till Game 4 to get it done. They have to win one of these next two. And I think they can. Jimmy Butler, without Steph, he's backpacked worse Miami Heat teams to wins. I don't think he could backpack them a whole series, but he can get them one win at home against this Timberwolves team. So playoff Jimmy is going to have to be in full effect. I'm talking 30, 35 points, triple-double, mega efficient.
All right. Perfect. 2 minutes right on the money. Max,
I'll throw it to Jay.
All right, perfect. So, Jay, your 2 minutes start now.
All right, so do I think the Warriors can still float without Curry? No. I saw Game 1. Curry had 13 points in the first 13 minutes of the game. And they just really built on top of that lead and to his contributions. Without him, pretty grim. And we saw that in the second game. Very grim. Not even close in this game. And got hurt. He was not in the game for like a quarter and a half. The Warriors still cannot mount a comeback. They did try to fight a little bit in the second half, but this team just does not. This is not a cohesive offense without Steph Curry. It's just I like playoff Jimmy. I like the whole playoff Jimmy narrative. He's just not the same player athletically, and his motor's not the same. I see Jimmy more tired, holding the knees on the sideline. Just not the same to will guys through really 4 games. Like, can Jimmy get one? Is the question, like Max said. I think they can get one, but I think it's going to be too little too late. They're going to be up at that point 3-2, and I think the Timberwolves can close this team out. I think Ant hasn't really had his game yet. Julius Randle had his game yesterday. They won. So I like Ant and the Timberwolves to close these guys out. But can the Warriors get one? Yes, they can. They can get one, but they will not be able to stay afloat for the rest of this series, in my opinion.
And with 30 seconds to spare, appreciate you, Jay. Earl, you're next. And your 2 minutes start now.
Yeah, for me, it's simple, man. Like, I know Max brought up the fact that they lost Jimmy Butler and they won. The reason they won last round without Jimmy Butler is because Stephen Curry is an amazing offensive talent. Like, what he does on the floor, just the threat of Stephen Curry shooting or hitting a three gets his teammates open. But when you ask these guys to become first and second options, it does not bode well at all for this team. Like, we seen it last night. Nothing looked good. Like, offensive set offense looked horrible. I watched Draymond Green try to throw up some shots that just didn't make sense. Jimmy Butler, to me, was very passive in a game or in a league where we praise Jimmy for being playoff Jimmy. I haven't seen that yet. And that's no disrespect. Let me be more specific. I mean, this round, I have not seen that with no Curry. I need Jimmy to be like 28, 30 really plus to win his team these games. Like, it's as simple as that. And like you said, I don't know if his energy's off. Maybe he's not like fully, his body's not fully able to carry like that anymore. I'm not sure, but it just doesn't look good, bro. Like, the offense led by Jimmy Butler with this supporting cast just doesn't look great. Now, as much as I do want the Warriors to like continue to play great, I think watching Warriors basketball is entertaining at times. Like, I can't lie, I catch myself when I see Stephen Curry take a shot. I'm saying every shot's going in. Like, that's just the effect of watching Stephen Curry. So to me, when he got hurt, it was very like sad. Like, I don't like to see star players get hurt. Like, that's an entertainment value that comes with playoff basketball. Like, seeing what he was able to do last round, seeing them come back, obviously take out a tough game 7, almost blew a 3-1 lead, but they took care of business in the last game. So personally, it's going to be really hard for the Warriors to win without Stephen Curry. And I don't think Curry is coming back sooner than what people think. I think it's going to be a while for Stephen Curry. This is the first time he's had this type of injury, and you definitely don't want to rush back from it.
Perfect. So to start off my 2 minutes here, I think we're all in agreement, y'all. I don't think the Warriors can actually pull this out, man. It's going to be very hard. They were a very resilient team with Steph Curry, where they can start to rely on shooters like Buddy Hield and Jimmy Butler. Even with Draymond Green, I believe last game he dropped like 8-16 in the first half, which was great. So I'm really looking at how Anthony Edwards is going to bounce back from everything that he's been going through with his leg, and then not really playing well these past couple of games. As Jay said, he hasn't really had his game yet. Julius Randle's been playing really good basketball, really good playoff basketball, really proving everybody that he really was just hurt. And honestly, this Timberwolves team is a lot more cohesive than I originally thought that they would enter the playoffs in, because when you look at an 8th place team, you're looking at the placement. You're not looking at the record, and you're not looking at how quite literally everybody within a 3 or 4 team up or downward spiral. It's like, or 6, yeah. But sorry, but they were. You didn't think you wouldn't think that this team would be beating the Lakers in 5, and then borderline beating the. I'm sorry, Earl. I know how you feel about that, man, but you don't see it coming, and I think that's why a lot of these teams are getting caught off guard. Hey, man. Shout out to the Timberwolves, and shout out to their coach. They really, really adjusted within everything. And Julius Randle is really a key to that team. I think a lot of people don't realize. That's that from me. And do we want to do 2-minute discussion? Yeah. No?
I didn't know that we had to use the whole 2 minutes. That's my bad.
Well, you'll learn with time, man.
I think we can end it there. We've said what we need.
Yeah. I think so.
I would have kept yapping.
Yeah. Well, we appreciate every single one of you guys tuning in on this episode of Beyond the Backboard. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. We'll see you guys on YouTube. We'll see you guys everywhere else we catch you guys. And peace.
Hey, send me the
Yeah. I'm gonna get you.